And now that we got the old 𝗙𝗵𝗵𝗏 all fired up and warmed up, she's ready to get going down. So our lime fill is right there. So I'm going to take this nice little loop around here at the co-op. And for some reason, we got some late harvest here over here in the neighbor's field that needs to get harvested still. And this is kind of what I'm a little worried about. I think this box might just be a little too high for this, but we'll hopefully be able to get in here and see real quick. Hopefully it works. There we go. Look at that. Go ahead and fill this bad mamma jamma all up with some lime. Looks like she's oh yeah, there she goes. She's filling up right now. Once we get this thing all filled up, we're going to, I guess, type in the GPS coordinates for my land. So I downloaded everything I needed to know using my GPS system that I have that's on top of the 𝗙𝗏𝗏 trident right here. And using that information, I was able to figure out how I was going to be able to spread my fertilizer, my lime, the application rates for that. I don't need to spread fertilizer on my crops as we do have fertilizer tanks on our planters. So that's something that I don't got to worry about. But now that I got her all filled up, let's get heading over to the farm. And my plan is to try to increase my yield so that way I have another record-breaking harvest, because last year we made a lot of money on all our crops. Let's see if we can double it this year. I hope this is the trick to it, because I don't think I spread lime on my fields last year. So I'm hoping this is going to be kind of, I guess, the nail in the coffin, I guess is what you could say. The flipped heads coin. I don't know, but we'll see what happens. And I think just because I am going to have to drive back and forth quite a bit, we are going to start ourselves over here in this smaller cornfield before we get moving on to our bigger fields and getting all that other stuff done. Maybe we'll be able to finish this field out and still have enough lime to do the fields over here to my left. But let's go ahead and I guess let's see if we're crop destruction. My theory is correct. So yes, the first year is when you're able to drive over your crops. All right, cool. Go ahead and get our GPS all set up. So let me go ahead and we're going to hit our screen here, turn this on. There we go. Got my steering assist. And honestly, we'll just do one pass. It doesn't look like we are going to be doing too much work here. So we got what, one pass all the way around, and then we have 4 passes in the middle of the field after we get our center all done. So let's go ahead, hit that ready line, turn this thing on, and we're throwing some lime out. We're obviously throwing lime over there in the neighbor's field. Hey, that's quite okay. There we go. Now, it doesn't look like it's spreading lime at all, but we're going to keep on going with it. I'm sure it's going in the ground. We'll be able to get this all figured out once it's going. But honestly, I mean, 17 mile an hour spreading lime ain't too terrible. And honestly, that's hopefully the the trick that's going to be improving our yield this year. And if you guys remember a previous episode, I am not going to be taking this ditch anymore, because if you guys don't remember, that ditch was the reason why I broke the gravity wagon axles, and we had a whole mess of problems going on that day. It was honestly, it was a big wreck, or not big, it was a big pain in the butt to get everything all fixed up on that, but we got it all figured out, and with a lot of time, we had it, well, it was after a couple hours, we finally got it all figured out. And well, because honestly, I think we're throwing a little bit further out past this field. I mean, I've been able to get these little ones done here in like one pass. So we finished up down there, had about 45%, is one pass there, one pass here. And we're just coming down on this last stretch here. So we are probably going to end up with just a little bit under 20% is what I'm assuming. Maybe 19% is probably what our final reading is going to be. Hopefully, if I'm a betting man, let's see, 21, 20, no. All right, well, 20%. Final fill level. And before I can go ahead and start on our large field over there, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go fill myself up with some more lime. So I'm going to head over to the co-op and I'm going to come back. And once we're all done, we're going to get into a lot more work here on the farm. Weston is currently not in right now because he is out. He's at another ag expo since I sent him there, because we're trying to look at more things to kind of get the farm going and get more yield in our days, figure some more things out. So that's where he's at, but we're going to keep on working today. He always says that I'm always the one that's not doing anything here on the farm, but I think he's wrong. because the Farm King makes a lot of quick work out of, well, probably the littlest of things, we're able to go ahead and start getting our baling process done here. So we're going to immediately put that thing down and we're going to get started on this. We're gonna be cruising at a solid 9, 10, maybe 12. I don't even know how fast this thing goes, honestly, with this baler on here, but I don't want to go more than 10 because this thing does fill up pretty fast and I don't want to miss, I guess. Oh, come on now. What button is it? Come on now. Also, another cool thing that I guess I never noticed, so we did reset the bale counter on this thing, but previous episodes before we did the update for this map, we were over 100 bales. I think we were at like 115, and the bale counter shows that we've made 22 so far on this new save, so honestly, we're making pretty good, well, we're making a lot of bales, honestly, and most of our bales go into feeding our cattle, so there's that. Not too big of a deal, though, as the cows do need the bales. And I guess another thing, when I get done with this field, I do need to check on our milk because I was going, oh, see, there we go. I get to talking and my bales are already starting to come out. But anyway, so I need to go check on our cows before I go and pick up the rest of these, before I go pick up the rest of these bales that are out in those other fields. Sorry, that bale just didn't want to exist on the map anymore. So all these bales are ready to get picked up. I had Weston come in and he went through and stacked them all up in twos. So we should be able to go through with our trailer and our truck. And I'm going to get the front loader attachment put here on the tractor. And we're going to go ahead and get some of these bales picked up, or most of them for that fact. I see how many I need to get fed anyway to the cattle. I'm going to see how many I need to get fed to the cattle anyway. And depending on that answer, or depending on how many, I guess how much food they got, will determine how much I'll load. If I got to grab a couple of them out of the field, that's no big deal. And another thing that Weston has brought to my attention is that maybe we should invest in a square baler. I was looking around, checking out the market. There's quite a few of them that are actually for sale. And, you know, I was thinking once we get enough money after this harvest, because now we have 3 cornfields now, and we got 2 bean fields, and then we're gonna have a giant wheat field come this September when we get that planted. So we're gonna have a lot of crops and a lot of money that's gonna be rolling in our bank accounts. And I was checking out probably one of the biggest, baddest, best square balers I could possibly find, the Heston square baler. If you guys don't know what Heston is, it's basically just a New Holland, just new branding, different branding on it. It's that made by Heston, or pretty much the same version. I think we're gonna invest into one of those because honestly, this whole stopping and going and stopping is kind of a killer on time. If I was able to just keep on driving, kick a bale out the back, we'd be able to make a lot more time, saving us a lot of money in the end of it, and we'd be able to make more bales faster. So I think that's what we're gonna end up doing, honestly. I just gotta find the right person to get that in, see if I can hit it up with the dealership, and maybe they can get one in for us. I don't know. I'd have to check that out, see what I can do. But if you guys want to see one, make sure you guys go down below. You guys smash that, well, not smash, yeah, smash that like button. No, make sure you guys go down below. You guys put down in the comments, let me know if you guys want to see any more cooler equipment in here. If you guys want to see some more balers, more tractors, more combines, more anything, more pickups, more horses, cows, chickens, ducks, sheep, and all that stuff, you know, let me know. Because I'm interested in what you guys will have to say, what you guys think, what would make this video series, what would make the farm a better place.